is very multidimensional. It's physical, it's cognitive, it's emotional, it's mathematical. It uses all sorts of part of your body and your mind.
Classical music is different, you know. It's deep. Classical music has a very innate power to inspire people and move someone.
Music is a great window or a great path to learn, different culture, because you can really not just understand it intellectually, but really feel it.
The Myanmar Music Festival is an international classical music festival, and we try to bring in international artists and faculty to Myanmar for a week-long intensive training and performance. So you will have, at the same time, international artists coming from several countries this year from Southeast Asia. So we have a Thai quartet from Thailand, the Shonen Quartet. We have a soprano singer from Malaysia and a violinist from Singapore.
This year we wanted to focus even more on Southeast Asian musicians for two main reasons. The first is because Southeast Asian countries have great, fantastic musicians. And the second is because we want to create even stronger links with nearby countries.
We want to bring in international artists because we want to have a high level of music performance. But at the same time, there are a lot of really talented students here, and they haven't really had consistent, continuous access to teaching.
You need to practice this more. So just.
So we basically established this residency program so that young international musicians can also have the opportunity to actually coach and exchange with the Myanmar artists during the year.
It's useless. Don't do that. Practice very. Many of them, actually most of them, learned the violin by themselves from YouTube, and then they just play for each other. And what really makes it enjoyable for me is that they are so enthusiastic about learning.
And then afterward you need to listen to re, do, ti, la, and then the re.
And that was sort of an experiment for us, let's have a teacher here for the whole year. And actually it really worked. Their improvement is just, it's very dramatic. Hopefully next year we'll have another teacher in residence. They'll continue to work with the pianists, and we're hoping that those pianists that learn from that teacher can then teach also beginner level and intermediate level pianists here, so we can kind of expand the capacity.
School by out there, Miss Yan one at the Arrow Haja, do a demand, then a long she near, to every at the chain to a pian G9, about the better chain, a private lesson you read. Poor Viro Sunday Jaya, Poor Viro Kaula, Poor Viro the Chin Stein, Poor Nale.
What's always a highlight for us is collaborating with Myanmar traditional musicians.
Musicians with different cultural background, they might learn music in a different way. For example, the biggest difference that we found is as Western classically trained musicians, we're so used to looking at music, notation. We're so used to certain harmony. But that's not not the way Myanmar musicians learn music. You know, they learn by ear, so they have extremely good ears, and they are very fast with improvisation. So those are the differences. During rehearsal, a big part of the process is how do we, you know, since we come from slightly different places, how do we find a way so that we can still collaborate together?
Amazing! I mean, this maybe is my first encounter with the Myanmar audiences, and I'm sure that it's also a first encounter as a Malaysian singing opera songs for them. I like the idea that in this small space that every musicians are making different kind of music, and in this festival I believe that there are some sort of fusion style, the crossover style which classical singers are going to work with the traditional singer.
Follow me, sing. Let me do the trick one time and then you follow.
As musicians, we are able to, you know, as long as you have enough musical sense, we are able to form collaboration even if you are from a completely different culture. And that's also what we try to explore further during the festival. Yeah, and that's a different kind of culture exchange too.
This ends our Myanmar Music Festival 2016. I hope you will keep following us and be part of Myanmar Music Festival 2017 next year.